Hey everybody, Amelia here from ameliamakes.com. Today I am excited to bring you a stitch that I am working with a lot with summer projects, and that is called the linen stitch. You can see here the linen stitch looks very, very woven. It looks very stretchy, it looks very textured. It kind of reminds you a little bit of the waistcoat stitch or the knit stitch if you're familiar with that. The way that these V's of the single crochet stitches really show up. And I'm going to see if I can get this to show up a little bit better for you close up. Alright, hopefully that's a little bit better for you to see this beautiful texture. So without further ado, let me show you how to do this for yourself. Alright, here's the swatch of linen stitch that I had already done. In this pretty white, you can really see this woven type look that you get when you do this stitch. And these V's are obviously our alternating single crochet stitches. So to show you how we get this effect, I'm going to use this light blue cotton, and I have a G hook. This yarn could be used with a smaller hook, but this will work just fine. And we're going to start by chaining an even number of stitches. For the sake of time, I'll just do 10. All right, actually I'm going to do 11. Never mind, 12. All right, we want to end up with an odd number of stitches, so I forgot myself for a minute there. So I have 12 chains. We're going to end up with 11 stitches. We're going to start by doing a single crochet in the second chain. So I'm skipping this chain and going into this chain, doing a single crochet. Now I'm going to chain a stitch, and I'm going to skip a stitch. And I'm going to go into the next one and single crochet. We're going to repeat this across the row. We are chaining one, skipping a chain, and putting a single crochet into the next chain. Going all the way across until our last stitch. Alright, and I've chained one and I've skipped a stitch, and I'm ending with a single crochet. So by chaining an even number, we're ending up with an odd number of stitches, which is 11, and we are creating a single crochet in the beginning and the end. So now I'm going to chain one and turn my work, and we have a single crochet here, and our first space is right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to single crochet into the top of that stitch right here, and I'm going to single crochet into this space. Okay, so on every other row you're going to end up with 2 single crochets. This is the way I like to do it anyway, so that we keep our pattern across the row and we have a nice strong edge. Alright, so now I can continue with the pattern. I'm chaining one, skipping a stitch, and this is a little bit hard to see because of how the single crochets end up, but this right here is our chain we want to go into. We see our single crochet right here on the other side, so right here is where we are going to go into. Sometimes it looks a little bit smaller. It actually doesn't look like the place we're going to go into, but it is. So I just did another repeat, and now I'm chaining again, skipping our single crochet from the other side, and going into the chain space. I need to do that a few more times here. Alright, and now I'm going to chain one. There's actually a space right here, so I'm going to go into it with my single crochet, and then I put another single crochet at the very end. So it's very symmetrical. Whenever we have 2 single crochets in a row on one end, we're going to have it on the other end. This is what it looks like so far. You can see those alternating single crochet stitches already. And now I'm just going to continue with the pattern a little bit, and you'll really be able to see it take shape. In row number 3, once again, we're starting with 1 single crochet and going straight into our chaining and skipping and going into, now this is the chain space right here. We see one single crochet here, one single crochet here. So even though they're a little bit close together, you can't really see the mesh design. That is where the chain space is. That's where we're going to go. All right. So I'll continue on for a little while and show you what it looks like once you have several rows done. All right, so I've done several rows now. You can really see this pattern and how it looks like the original that I showed you. I did get interrupted and my stitch count got off, so now I think I have 15 stitches, but I'm going to do one more row to demonstrate in case you want a reminder. This row is going to start with, I've already done my turning chain. So I chained one. I'm going to start by going in this first stitch with a single crochet. And then I do my chain and I go into the chain space from the row before. And I repeat that all the way across the row. All right, chain one, and then finishing with a single crochet. I would chain one and turn, and to continue on, I'd be putting a single crochet here and in the first chain space, and repeating that at the end, putting one in the chain space and in the very last bit. But thanks so much for checking out this tutorial today. If it was helpful to you, please comment and let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this, please go ahead and subscribe, or you can also find me on the blog at ameliamakes.com, where you can find more tutorials and projects and all things crochet. So thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.